Okay, we got a couple of emails to go over, but first, a recurring segment here on the program, and something that we've skipped again. I think we skipped a week, and I don't want to get too far behind. At the same point, don't want to ruin anybody's day, but do want to recognize some of the listeners out there that have lost some of their friends, their children, their fur babies. So it's time for another edition of Reggie's Corner.
Reggie's Corner. We're here to talk about your good boys and girls. Reggie's Corner. We're so sorry they're dead now.
All right, let's go to an upbeat topic from the Fess Parker talk, like dead animals.
It's not my fault that you didn't have anybody to look up to up there. Is nobody ever famous, a frontiersman or a trailblazer from New York or New Jersey? Yeah, they all came from Kentucky and Tennessee in the case of Davy Crockett, King of the Wild Frontier.
Yeah, we didn't have a lot of frontiersmen on Long Island, no.
Well, see, that's your problem. That's your problem. Yeah, nobody up there going to blaze the trails for the people of westward expansion, westward hoe the wagons. And every wagon needed their hoe. But right now, we're going to talk about some of the furry friends that we have lost in the cult of Cornette, our listeners out there, and starting with Mike from Louisville, Kentucky, who had written a couple of times. One, it was almost going to happen, and then unfortunately, they didn't get the miracle they were hoping for, and Mike and his fiance's little 11-year-old Jack Russell Charlie passed away, and he had a variety of illnesses that came down with all at once. But we want to send our thoughts out to Mike on Charlie because it was a sad email. And I don't want to bum you out, Brian. You're being such a stick up your ass today.
I'm very sorry about the passing of Jack Russell Charlie.
Well, no, he was a Jack Russell. His name was Charlie. His name wasn't Jack Russell Charlie.
Jack Russell Charlie is what you said.
That's without... Do I have to go into every bit of detail? Their 11-year-old Jack Russell Terrier, Charlie. A Jack Russell is a kind of dog. You're aware of this, are you not?
I am aware of this, yes.
All right, well, then I spoke correctly.
All right, well, Charlie says I want some good and plenty. Let's move on.
Ryan from Sarnia, Ontario. I have posters in my collection of independent shows, outlaw shows, if you will, from the 70s, from the Sarnia Arena with Chris Colt and Bulldog Don Kent and the variety of folks like that. And he wrote, hi, Jim and Brian. I had to put my best friend Ray down last week. He was a 14-year-old Rottie Beagle mix who lost his battle with cancer. We'd listen to your shows on our daily walks. If you can mention him on Reggie's Corner, it would mean the world to me.
That's a great name, Rottie Beagle.
No, it was a Rottie Beagle, meaning a mix of a Rottweiler and a Beagle.
Oh.
Another Ryan from Grass Lake, Michigan. Not to be confused with Clear Lake, Iowa. Unfortunately lost his male German short-hair pointer. That's the breed and the kind. The name is Sorebone. On September 6th, he was struck by a car. He would have been 4 years old on October 22nd.
Sorebone?
Sorebone.
Miss, help me. I'm looking for... I can't find my Sorebone. Man, where's my Sorebone?
Well, no, he just goes out and calls him, and he comes, just screams, Sorebone! Sorebone! But Ryan said he was a special dog. Please put him in Reggie's Corner. So we did.
Yes.
And also, Zach. I believe, is this Zach? Hold on here. Yes. Well,
he's a Lego maniac.
ZG was what he signed it as. His first name is Zach. We won't go into all of his information, but from Jacksonville, lost his 5-year-old pup, Cobra, to a renal failure and just a horrible illness that came on. And it's a long email that I won't go into because everybody would be saddened by, but Zach, no, I can't.
It's a cobra. I'm sorry. I need information.
No, his 5-year-old puppy, Cobra.
Oh, I thought you said it was a cobra that got renal failure. I started laughing.
No, his 5-year-old puppy. Are you hearing every other word? Is this thing on?
I'm so sorry about the cobra.
Zach, we're sorry. I'm sorry about Brian, Zach.
George Takano.
Oh, that's a deep cut. And they think we don't know our New Japan.
There we go.
And finally, from a fellow named Dworin, D-W-O-R-I-N, Dworin, I hope that's correct, who lost his St. Bernard Klaus, recently diagnosed with cancer and heart failure. And unfortunately was only 5.5 years old. Klaus, our big boy, was full of energy and had puppy dog eyes that made you smile every time. He was also a great escape artist when it came to food. Once took a pork rib off the deep freezer top that I left there to thaw out, only to find I think Dworin's second language may be English. Only to find the empty casing and a St. Bernard having a snack in the backyard under the pine tree. It would mean the world to immortalize his memory in Reggie's Corner. Well, we're sorry about Klaus. And
Sonny Von Bulow as well.
Well, and Sonny as well, his St. Bernard wife in their St. Bernard house with their St. Bernard marriage. And real quick, I said finally, but
yeah, you did.
This is a special. We've got a celebrity member. What? For the first time, I guess, that I think ever, we've got a celebrity member of Reggie's Corner.
Who's this?
Well, not an applicant, not an inductee. The animal was not the celebrity. But what are you're just...
I don't know where you're going. This is ridiculous.
You're twisting
an applicant, not an inductee. An applicant for the Hall of Fame. Or not even a Hall of Fame, for Reggie's Corner.
It's the Reggie's Corner. What are we doing here? It's like you're not even here, Brian. You can't follow me.
I'm so sorry about your Cobra, Charlie.
No. My old friend Rich Bocchini, the erstwhile and gadabout pro wrestling broadcaster, announcer, play-by-play man who I worked with during my foray into the jungles of MLW a few years back. He and his girlfriend lost, it was her 14-year-old cat, Tina, that had been with her all that time. And that was just a few months ago. And then after Tina passed a few weeks ago, their other cat, Ike, passed away. So they lost both Ike and Tina. But
Ike started sleeping with a couple of the other cats after Tina left,
listen. So. Well, we don't know that for sure. But I was trying to say there's an uplifting end to this. They now have a new cat who has 4 kittens. So I'm not sure whether Ike's meandering ways or meowing ways or tomcatting around had anything to do with that, but they've now got a fine feline family that they can call their own. So best wishes to Rich and his lovely young lady, who apparently is very easy to please, but our sympathies on the loss of both Ike and Tina.
And our sympathies that you're still stuck with MLW as well.
Well, no, he's branching out. And I understand aluminum siding is a fast-growing industry that he's actually now studying and training to become an installer, I believe. But Rich, we love you. And unfortunately, Brian, just a brief one. We just wanted to bop in there, but that is the official end of Reggie's Corner.
This has been Reggie's Corner. Goodbye to our friends on the other side. On the next Reggie's Corner, talk about a bunch more pets who died.
Welcome to the big time, bitch! Woof woof!
Oh, it just cuts off right there.